This is 124 Ridgeway Lane. It says it has a Lexington address, but it's very close to Midway. And this is a look at the outside of the house. And I want to give you a quick tour of the property itself and the location. This is a little bit of the neighborhood. This home happens to be on a corner lot. And then a semi-busy road there, but nice corner lot. We're going to walk around the outside of the property first, and I want you to notice the driveway has several cracks in it and needs to be worked on there. You do have this extra pad here where they've put their their garbage, sorry. And then that is what they're calling a she shed. It does have electricity in there and a fuse panel. It is in disarray, so it does need a lot of work. As you can see, some of the boards are not very safe to walk on. I did happen to walk in there, and it just needs a lot of work. You have a very nice 3-car garage, lots of space there. Let's walk around the outside of the house. There is a sidewalk that actually wraps around the whole house, so you can see the whole aspect of it that way. The extra space over here on the side looks like it could be used for a driveway of some sort to pull around to the back. That looks like a frame to hold a hammock. And here's the backyard. There's a fire pit right there. Foundation looks really pretty good. The siding is vinyl siding. And the backyard goes basically to that fence. Here are pipes for an oil tank, in-ground oil tank. And then you have a crawl space entrance here. There's the AC unit, looks like an older unit. And then another crawl space entrance there. Looks like that's what that is. This is an interesting item, and I was looking in it, and it just needs to be really torn down, basically. Peeking inside, that's a non-functioning water heater, and they've thrown a bunch of cans in there. It could be very nice, and it leads up to the house. But it could be a very nice feature here. It just needs a lot of work. Continuing around the house, you can see more of the yard that way. And then over here, there's another crawl space entrance. Again, the foundation's looking pretty good. Not sure what that pipe is sticking out right now. This door leads into the garage. It needs a lot of work. And this is actually another oil tank. As you can see, a tank there. And then here's a look at the other side of the property, out at the main road. And then another look at this side of the quote she shed. All right, so let's look at all the way around the house. See some more of the cracks and the unlevelness of the driveway. Let's go ahead and walk in the house. Before we do that, that stonework up there on the garage does look very nice. Nice porch with a swing. Does have a doorbell camera. Nice front door, heavy front door. Walk in, and you have this foyer with actually a mirrored door, mirror closet door. alarm system on the wall there. And then immediately to your right is a dining room. It's a narrow dining room. It's a decent size though, but it is narrow. And we'll just walk through. There's a crown molding up there. And it walks right into the kitchen. Kitchen feels somewhat tight. It feels kind of like a galley kitchen to me. And the ceiling seems awfully low. I know it's about an 8-foot ceiling, but it just feels low. This is your only, quote, pantry style storage. Pull out drawer here, and then one at the bottom. And then you have this deep storage here above it. Cabinets look to be in really good condition. This apparently is for your microwave or maybe TV because there's a cable cord there. Not exactly sure. The plug underneath. Oh, there's a light under there. This is interesting. This was left open above the stove area. It is kind of nice to have the stove angled because that gives you room on both sides to do a little bit of work like that. The stove oven itself, it looks really pretty clean. The handle is loose on the door, and that needs to be cleaned right there. The top of it looks good as well. You know what? This is loose, so it's not really doing anything. So this is the kitchen. The dishwasher, it's a Bosch. Bosch is a really good brand. And it looks to be in good condition. Then you have your sink. You do have drawers right here that open a little bit to store like sponges and things like that. And then a smaller drawer here. It does have a granite type countertop. And then you have your refrigerator, Whirlpool refrigerator. And it looks like it's in nice shape. So double doors, and then your freezer is below. Well, maybe, I can't open that. But it's right here. This is a tight entrance into the kitchen between the refrigerator and the wall. So there's an overall look that way. All right, going to my left is a really large laundry area. Your washer dryer hookup is in here. There's a spot on the floor. I'm not sure what that is from. And then you have a half bath right here. Wallpaper. And then just beyond this door is another closet. A deep closet. They have 2 rungs to hang clothes on, but really deep. This is some sort of an alarm system. It's safe house. That must be part of the overall alarm system, but I'm not sure it's hooked up because I see wires that are just hanging there. All right, this door takes us out to the garage. You first see this 1-car garage, really deep, lots of room in here, no garage door opener that is gone. And they did a okay job painting the walls. And then go down these few steps and it takes you over to the other side. You notice a little bit of water damage right there and some more down there as well. It takes you to the other side where it's a very large, oversized 2-car garage. So this is a look at it. Really large space. Did I say this was a large space? It is very large. There's a fuse panel back there. Take a look at that in just a moment. The floor looks really good. There is a crack here. Of course, concrete does crack. And one over there as well. I don't think that's a seam. I just think it's a crack. Same here. You can see the walls and how there's a water damage there behind the tractor. And no garage door openers here. We'll go up those steps in just a moment, but let me show you first the fuse panel. So you can see this one. And this is completely full. Very hard to read what it says there. And that's an electric water heater timer on that box. All right, let's briefly go up to the top. Before we do that, it has its own furnace unit here in the garage to heat it. And then these are the doors that go to the back. This actually leads to the attic space that goes above the house completely. It's a really nice storage area. It is floored for the most part. There is a walkway right here to my right that will take you to the rest of the house. I'm not going to walk that way right now. Insulation does look rather old if you can see through there. So let's head back down and tour the rest of the house. Needs a brand new door here. It's really broken up. This looks like a whole house vacuum system. Doesn't look like it's in use. Looks like they had pets because that looks like it's scratched up or something happened there. And we're back in the laundry room area. Lock that back up. All right. This takes us into the living room area. You could make this a little extra eating area if you chose. Or just another sitting space. There is a closet there. And just as a reminder, that's where the kitchen is. And then you have this blue wall. They have surround sound speakers in this room. Nice sized room, nice and large, and it does have a sparkle ceiling. I don't know if you can see the sparkles, but there you go. I think you're in the night sky. And then you have 2 skylights. Needs a little bit of attention up there. And then same with this. Looks like there is uplighting around the top of the ceiling. The light switch is on, but let me just double check. No, not working. Maybe it's over here. So I'll check it this way. Okay. This is about a 7-foot entryway here. The ceilings themselves feel like they are 8-foot ceilings. So it doesn't feel that expansive that way. A fireplace, and then the door that leads out to that back area. But this is a nice room as well. plug in the middle of the floor. I'm not sure why we have the chimney here. And this is caulk shut, so you can't open that. All right, continuing the tour, we're gonna go down the hallway, and this is where the bedrooms are located. To the right, we have the first bedroom. It's a smaller bedroom, but still a decent size. Does need some work, and has a closet in there. The floor looks to be in good shape, just cleaned. Then you have your bathroom here, the hall bathroom. And this does have a skylight as well. Really tall going up there. And then behind the door is the tub shower combination. I don't see any water damage. I see where looks like they tried to move the rod and it maybe took off some of the paint. Not a great paint job there. All right, oh, and this does have a whole house attic fan, and it does work. All right, continuing down the hallway, you have a storage closet here. And then to the right is a bedroom, and what looks like to be wood on the wall, that is actually just wallpaper. They apparently had a TV in here, so this might have been used as a TV room, or could be a bedroom, because there is a closet in here. And it's a decent sized closet. It's about a 6-foot closet. All right, and then across the hallway is the primary bedroom. Same wallpaper on the wall, make it look like it's wood. And then interesting size closet. You have this here. And then you have this double rod hanging. It makes it a little tight to walk in here and get your clothes. And then finally you have the bathroom, the primary bathroom. Interesting that it has a sunken tub, and then you have a shower as well. And let me see. Shower is in good condition, does need cleaned. The second tub is interesting. How you have to step down. It does have jets, and then you'd have to step up to get out of the tub. All right, so let me see. I think we've toured everything of the house. I'll just walk back out. Yes, here's the main living room again, and then the front door entrance. All right, 124 Ridgeway.